Welcome to this week's Movie Math, where for the first time in a long time, March got off to a slow start. For the last several years, the first weekend in March has been considered a prime release date. 300, Watchmen, Alice in Wonderland, Oz the Great and Powerful, and 300 Rise of an Empire all did big business here. Heck, even 10,000 BC, Battle Los Angeles, and John Carter were able to open with 30 million plus hauls. So, of course, Sony felt that Neill Blomkamp's third feature, Chappie, would join in the spoils. But that was not to be the case. Chappie not only opened with less than half of that supposedly guaranteed 30 million, but also with less than half of the debut of Blomkamp's last film, Elysium. One has to wonder if Fox is now worried they've signed a lemon to their Alien franchise. Impressive concept art be damned. But perhaps an even bigger question is why were so many people rooting against Chappie in the first place? The film has around 30% on Rotten Tomatoes and had such bad buzz leading up to its release that Blomkamp decided to campaign for that Alien gig rather than the movie itself. Yet I think the film is the best of the year to date, and to my surprise, many of you agreed with me when I posted my review. So then what started all this negative momentum? A bad ad campaign? Too many artificial intelligence movies? An unnecessary and limiting R rating? Blomkamp's lack of faith in his own work, including Elysium, which he also trashed just prior to Chappie's release? Is it that maybe, just maybe, star power is needed when you don't have a brand to rely on, like a popular novel, comic book, or TV show? Or, as one of you commented, Chappie just didn't look like the type of movie worth paying to see in the theater? No matter the culprit, here's a movie many like myself feel could be awards material, yet is DOA in the pre-summer movie season. You know, I rarely do this, but please, please see Chappie. The injustice is killing me. Plus, I really want that sequel. But while Chappie short-circuited at the box office this weekend, it would seem that Vince Vaughn is actually the one more likely destined for the Hollywood scrap heap. Unfinished Business, the weekend's other new wide release, opened at number 10 with under 5 million for the entire 3 days. That's under 2 million a day opening weekend. That's Vaughn's lowest debut and wide release since Return to Paradise way back in 1998, the fourth movie he ever made. Now Vaughn already has another movie in the can, Term Life, but it's the same old, where he plays a man targeted by hitmen who's trying to stay alive long enough for his life insurance to kick in so his estranged daughter can get a big payday. No, Vaughn's only real hope is True Detective Season 2, where he'll co-star opposite Colin Farrell, Taylor Kitsch, and Rachel McAdams. But while Season 1 worked wonders for Matthew McConaughey's career, is Vaughn too far gone? After all, he was trumped big time by the Second Best Marigold Hotel, which decided at the last moment to open semi-wide instead of in limited release. That decision literally paid off, as the sequel opened in third place with around 8.6 million. That's an improvement over when the first movie went wide in its fourth week of release. This also makes for a nice silver lining for Dev Patel, who finds himself starring in both the number 1 and number 3 movies of the weekend. As for the rest of the box office, Warner Brothers surely hoped Focus would have held up a little better considering the lack of competition. But instead, the Will Smith-Margot Robbie flick fell about 50% in its second weekend. It's worth noting that 5 of the top 10 movies are rated R, including Focus, which might account for the 40% drop in overall box office from last year, when only 2 movies in the top 10 were rated R. While some people lament the recent lack of R-rated movies, you can clearly see that from a business perspective, PG-13 is the sweet spot. The rest of the top 10 did hold up pretty well, with drops in the 30th percentile, with the exception of 50 Shades of Grey and The Lazarus Effect, 2 R-rated movies, which both mirrored Focus's 50-ish% drop. 50 Shades, though, has surpassed 500 million worldwide, and American Sniper has officially become the highest-grossing movie released in 2014 domestically. Very happy endings for 2 very controversial films. As for this coming weekend, Cinderella is expected to match Maleficent's debut, while it would seem maybe Liam Neeson is oversaturating his own market. And that's the weekend box office. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.